Sportsbit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
It's Friday, January 5th, Sportsbit Weekend Preview Edition, recorded live from Las Vegas on Friday morning. Let's get right into it. Big game breakdowns. We're going to break down a bunch of NBA and college over the weekend coming up. But first, let's start, as we do pretty much every show, with bad beats, bad bets, and bad for the books from last night. B. Let's start. It was a bad beat. Hasn't been a brutal season for bad beats in college hoops yet. We know they're coming. I'm sure some people have been on some of the wrong sides of some of them. I have plenty to complain about. But the bottom line is we're used to seeing bad beats every night in college hoops to report about. Haven't seen quite as many. Certainly one last night, Arizona State and Colorado. The under 160 looked pretty good when they finished with 148 at the end of regulation. Overtime didn't do you any good. That game was sitting at 63 at halftime. You got under 160 and at 63 at halftime. Yeah, that was a pretty bad beat for Arizona State, Colorado bettors who had the under. A couple of bad bets in college. Old Dominion took a bunch of money against Rice. They're bet up to minus 16. That game went to overtime. Old Dominion never led by more than 7 at any point. That was the final margin of victory. The Old Dominion money, the Monarchs never had a chance to cover that number. And Arizona and Utah, the under got bet, 145.5 down to 141.5. The Utes, they're not playing that same old grinding style under Krzyzewski this season. They've been pushing the tempo better. Bettors got that one wrong. Bad for books. Well, I mean, we saw the Cavs fly over the total on Wednesday. Last night it was the Warriors flying over the total. The total gets bet up from 226 to 231. No Durant, no Harden, no problem. Golden State sliced up that Rockets D, 55% shooting for the game, 34 assists for Golden State on 48 made baskets. And Gerald Green went nuts for the Rockets, 8 triples for Houston, helping that game fly over the total. That was not a good result for the house. A couple to talk about in college. We had Wisconsin, Green Bay, +3 down to +1 against Cleveland State. They lost by 1, so the +3s got there. The +2.5s got there. The +2s got there. The +1.5s got there. And anyone buying back escaped with a push. That's never good for the books. Wisconsin, Green Bay, and Cleveland State. Of course, Ohio State, another bad result for the house last night. The Buckeyes bet from +1 down to -1.5 against Iowa. Fran McCaffrey now 0-4 in Big Ten play to open the season, including 0-3 at home. Bad defense, says the Hawkeyes. Well, McCaffrey in particular may be coaching for his job the rest of the season. These type of starts in conference play are very concerning. Bettors need to be aware. Iowa tanking right now. Those who saw that last night were able to cash in. Pros versus Joes. We do it every week during the regular season when it comes to the NFL. Here in the playoffs, put together a pros versus Joes. This is what we have. Basically nothing. Look at the graphic. The pros, there is some love for Atlanta. We saw some buyback. The 6.5s got bet down to 6 and 5.5s out there. So the Falcons' statistical profile has attracted a fair bit of professional money, but nothing outrageous. This isn't like hand over fist type of money. No, the pros are trickling on Atlanta. The Joes, I mean, there's not even a consensus this week. There's not one favorite that's, and you look at the consensus around, there's not even anyone at 60%, let alone 65 or 70%, like I use for the pros versus Joes in the regular season. The Joes split on basically every game. So if you're looking for the squares to fade, got to find another way to bet the opening round of the NFL playoffs. Coming up next, big game breakdown, starting with, what do we got? Some kind of national title game on Monday? Georgia? Alabama? Let's break it down right here on Sportsbit. Coming up next.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.